What's going on, everyone? It's time for another horror comedy film review. Today we're going to talk about something that's a little newer. Today we're going to talk about Renfield. It was released April 14th, 2023. It's directed by Chris McKay, who also did films like The Tomorrow War. He also did the Lego Batman movie, the Lego movie, and he helped produce Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. This had a budget of $65 million, but it only had a box office earnings of $24.6 million. So, not really doing too good. For that. But yeah, Renfield. Well, this is a story of Dracula's helper henchman dude who basically has to help keep him alive and get him victims as is needed. And yeah, he's a big part of the Dracula lore. Cinematically anyways, and yeah, so basically you follow him as he's trying to cope in the real world and feel more about himself, and yeah, well, he's still trying to help and serve Dracula, who's actually played by Nicolas Cage, and yeah, but things start going a little awry and stuff when he goes and fights, and he's getting noticed for being really good at fighting crime and people and stuff, and he picks a fight with the wrong type of gang, and they go drug lord, and they basically go and follow him, and they find Dracula's lair, waken Dracula, and Dracula has to help Renfield fend off the gang and the people in the line of duty and everything, and yeah, basically it's just one big showdown. um, Overall, this film is a lot more action oriented than I was expecting. I liked a lot of the action scenes and stuff are very well choreographed, well shot. Cinematography in this whole film is really well done. And yeah, the acting's pretty good for most of the people. Anyways, there is some that are very wooden, but for the most part, most of the acting is really well done, especially by Nicolas Cage. He really embodied the role and stuff. And the special effects in this do look really good. Most of the visual effects and everything were really well done. There's a really good sort of like a deep fake done at the beginning where they take the old Dracula film and they impose Nicolas Cage's face on it, and basically it works real well. They did a real good job at putting that together, and yeah, I really like that. The first half of this movie is really well done. Yeah, the second half gets a little sloppy and dull, but for the most part, it's entertaining and a good popcorn flick. There's not much really to take seriously. There's some really good makeup in it with Dracula and stuff, especially when he's aging and stuff. It was really well done. But yeah, for the negatives, there's a lot of pointless characters in this that didn't need to be in the movie, and there's also the side uh, helper person chick who's actually a cop. Her acting was so bad, but I think that's her hallmark is like a monotone almost type of actress, but I didn't think she fit in the story very well, and I thought it kind of brought the movie down a bit. But for the most part, Renfield is an entertaining action with a little bit of horror stuff mixed in, and I thought it was entertaining enough, but it's still not that great. But overall, it's an alright movie, so I'm gonna give Renfield a 2.5 out of 5. It was amusing enough, a lot of good action scenes, but also some of the fight scenes there are pretty sloppy in some of them, but you know, overall, decent film. So yeah, but if you want to see what I'm talking about, I'll link the trailer down below. As always, also link down below is my Instagram. That's where I always post clips, films, and review in the future. All my stories, the film tone hashtag, it's subject of film and hashtags everywhere. The Letterbox is down below at JP Reviews. That's where I post my first star rating after watching the films, and my Twitter's down below at reviews_Derek. So follow me on those platforms. Stay with this channel. Like this video. Share some more people aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any. And if you have any films, film franchises in any genre and on any streaming service, let me know. If you want to hear my opinions on the future, let me know down below. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. And don't forget to subscribe. Hopefully find something weird, obscure, and odd. I never thought of checking it together. Yeah. Or so you hear my opinions on popular films that come out, classic films, and reviews on other things as well. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to ring that bell because, well, we're going to go tackle franchise I started reviewing and stopped about 2 years ago because I watched the first three and I couldn't bring myself to watching the rest till now. We're gonna start talking about the Resident Evil films, so make sure you tune in for that. Because Resident Evil Afterlife's the next review, so make sure you tune in for that. And yeah, watch out for all this that Dracula. He's always haunting us around somewhere, and I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.